Hello again, everyone. Welcome to another wonderful Wednesday vlog. I'm in a really good mood right now because I recently played Stardew Valley, and that game is amazing. I'm so very glad I decided to allow myself to play that a bit early because in a recent vlog I said that I would narrow my focus to a smaller group of games that I have active and try to complete them more quickly. And I've been doing a pretty good job of that. I've been posting daily, and I've been trying to do two a day, but it's just generally been once a day. But they've been big videos, one big video every day, which I guess kind of works. I've been playing Dark Wizard. That's progressing very well. I've been playing Ultima 9. That game has been having more bugs as usual, but we're getting through it. We've been playing Mountain Blade, and that game is going fabulously. I love Mountain Blade so much. Oh, that game is great. The visceral stabbing and fighting and being the marshal. That game doesn't really. Well, I shouldn't say that. I was gonna say it doesn't have an end in sight, but there actually is a overreaching objective, an end in sight to the game Mountain Blade, but it's very far away. I'm playing Cataclysm Dark Days Ahead, and I'm having a blast with that game, but that is another game where there's no clear end in sight as far as that game's concerned, so if I'm trying to complete games, I'm not sure I should be playing that game as much, but that's the thing. Should I just be trying to complete games, or should I be focusing on having the most fun I possibly can? I realize I should be having the most fun I possibly can, obviously, but there's a part of me that does like to complete games. And that's another way I can have as much fun as I possibly can. So I'm going to change things up a bit. So what I'm going to do is sometimes I'm going to play what I want to play for the most fun, and some days I'm going to try to continue to complete the games that I want to complete. So I'm definitely going to finish Dark Wizard, and if I engage myself in a way that makes me more happy, hopefully it'll increase my productivity overall, I believe. So yes, I'm going to complete Dark Wizard. That's the project that I see. The Dark Wizard is a project that I see the end in sight being the closest. Then there's the Defender of Boston. I feel like the end is reasonably close in sight for that game as long as I do the right things. Or if I get myself killed, I feel like one way or another, the end is rather near. That game, The Defender of Boston, is a game that makes people want to put on the sandwich boards that say the end is near. So, because of all the horrors that are in that game. So definitely, the end is near in that game because something's going to kill you, or you're going to kill it. But something's going to happen in that game, so I'm eager to play that game despite the fact that it's not the most graphically pleasing of games. I find it very pleasing for the horror value, even though it's like you're in a. I've heard it. Somebody described it once as, I think it was back when they did a review on the Underdogs, which was a long time ago, for the game. That it's like being in a submarine. You're like commanding a submarine, except for you're a person, because there has been submarine games that are very similar in some ways, which is, I think, is a funny way of putting it, because the console is very huge and stuff, and there's a lot of things, and ultimately the graphics of the map and the pictures are kind of small by comparison, like you're looking through a periscope or something, and the map's kind of like a sonar or a radar or something. It's an apt comparison, is my point. But so I'm looking forward to playing that and playing all the games that make me happy and make you happy. I'm in a really good place right now, and I thank you guys for it. Once again, to my patrons, I thank you again. You're definitely helping me make this possible. I recently ordered a new graphics card, which should be here on the 23rd. And it is a NVIDIA GTX 770, I believe it is, which should be quite nice. It's better than my current card, which is a GTX 560. And there's some other specs I could throw out there, but this is the basic model type for those of you who care. But what it basically means is I'm going to be able to play some of the nicer games a bit better, which is one of the reasons I've been holding off on playing The Witcher and Fallout 4. I think it'll be so much nicer to be able to crank up the graphics slightly and play at a better frame rate And also, for some reason, I can't record PlanetSide in a resolution that's very nice at all. But they recently patched that game, and I'm able to play it, because before, PlanetSide was locking up like crazy. It would gray box after like 30 minutes of play for some reason, but now it's not gray boxing anymore, it's just not recording properly. So hopefully with the new graphics card, I'll be able to play all the 3D games a lot better, and I thank you guys for that so much. You definitely have helped make that possible, my patrons and all my viewers. I get advertising money for the videos that have ads on them, which, yeah, are a lot of them. So yeah, I'm very happy. I'm in a good place. And oh yes, we just recently passed 333 or 1,333 subscribers, which I think is kind of a cool number because it's 333 repeating. So congratulations to the 333rd subscriber. We recently passed 1337, which means something to the internet. I find it funny that I'm mentioning this, but leet. We just passed leet subscribers, LEET, if the 7 you could call a T, which I don't know, it means, it's kind of funny, but it means something. Somebody out there was the leet subscriber, the 1337 subscriber, and you can feel cool. He's the Illuminati Doritos, sunshades subscriber, and he should feel very, very happy with himself for being the leet subscriber. And the thing is, I think I checked my subscriber list, and he wasn't publicly showing who he was. So I can't publicly thank you, I don't think. The leet subscriber is anonymous, Illuminati, that sort of Shia LaBeouf sort of thing. So I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. But in any case, yes, congratulations to that person, because what the hey, and the 1,338th and 39th subscribers as well. I thank you very much, and everyone else who subscribes in the future, please subscribe to me. I beg. Why not beg for subscribers these days? Here's a weird topic I feel like I should talk about. There's a lot of channels out there that have absolutely no videos and have way more subscribers than me. Like, I came across several channels that have like 150,000 subscribers, or 50,000 subscribers, or 250,000 subscribers. And the way they did this is just by going around and commenting on people's channels and spamming. It was a spam thing, a spam bot, I think, in the spam bot technique, and saying sub for sub. I'll subscribe to you if you subscribe to me. And, well, I kind of worry about this practice potentially devaluing the value of a subscriber on YouTube. But what is the value of a subscriber on YouTube? Well, as a reward for getting above the 1,000 mark, I was invited to a local YouTubers meeting here in Washington, D.C. And then there was different rewards for different levels of subscribers that you have. So apparently there is an inherent value to having a number of subscribers. Now, usually YouTube cares the most about like watch time or views or clicks, or there's all sorts of different metrics on YouTube. So, I mean, these people just have subscribers. They don't have minutes watched or views, and they're not going to get a bunch of ad money. But I have mixed feelings about the whole thing, because I feel like I worked very hard for my subscribers, and I never have agreed to the sub for sub thing, and whenever somebody spams my spam comments, things that show up in the spam comments, I have a choice. Do you approve of the spam comment, or do you disapprove? Well, if I feel like the comment is being put into spam accidentally and it's genuine, I'll accept it. But usually, if it's something that's put into spam comments, it is in fact spam, and I disapprove of most of the things that wind up in the spam comments, because they're being done by people who are playing the spam bot game to get me to subscribe to them or create a link to their channel on my page. And I don't know, it's like, I feel like my tactic on YouTube is to provide the best content that I possibly can, and hope that people will come to good content, that people will find good content, and that good content will win. Good content speaks for itself. But on the other hand, maybe I should get a little bit better at self-promoting myself. We are in a game where self-promotion is part of it's part of the whole YouTube career game thing. If you want to be successful in YouTube, there is a certain amount of self-promotion that's required. So, I mean, I do share my videos on Facebook and Pinterest and Tumblr and a couple other sites, Stumble Upon, and occasionally Reddit. I do share my videos in other places because I am trying to self-promote myself in that sense, but I don't do anything that I feel is sort of underhanded or just doesn't quite feel right. So generally, rather than and also, where do you stop? Where is your priorities? Do I spend 80% of my time promoting myself and only 20% of my time working on my videos, or the other way around? I feel like I should spend 95% of my time working on my videos and working on my content, and about 5 or 10% of my efforts doing the rest of the stuff. And, well, maybe my priorities are a little bit off. Maybe I should work just a little bit more on the rest of the stuff that goes with being a YouTuber and a little bit less on the content. But I think the content is obviously the most important thing, so that's my thoughts. Anyways, so I feel like I talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys are having a wonderful Wednesday. I will see you next time in the next video and in my usual live streams. That's Saturday, 10 p.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'm going to be playing Don't Starve Together as usual. I encourage you to join me if you like that sort of co-op gameplay, if you like to watch it, or if you like to play. The server is still called Dracula Server because I no longer am interested in changing the name. I thought about changing it to the Tiegon server, but now it's just kind of become a tradition, I guess. Or should I change it to the Tiegon server? Maybe at some point I will. I'm still not sure, but at this point I feel like I've waited too long, and now the Dracula server has stuck. He now will no longer leave. Dracula owns the server. It is his. Darkness rules the night. And darkness and evil rule the night. Anyways, so thank you very much for tuning in to the Wednesday vlog. I'll see you next time, and see you then. Whenever I see you. Thanks for tuning in. Good night.